Hello, I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank, and I've got your forecast for the rest of this Sunday and for the next several days. And you got to love these sunsets now that they're running after 8 o'clock. We got a few weeks of this to enjoy. It's nice to have the daylight so much into the evening hours. And today's sunset at 8:05. And the latest sunset of the year happens on June 26, when it's almost up to 8:26. Not quite up to 8:26, but that's when the latest sunset of the year occurs. And the last 8 o'clock sunset occurs on August 4th. So after August 4th, then we start trickling back a little bit, at least initially just by a few seconds. So enjoy the nice daylight that we have into the evening hours for several more weeks. Number of 90-degree days, putting this on here now because, of course, we had the 3 days last week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All 3 of those days were record high temperatures. So we've had 3 days so far in 2017. Will it measure up to what we had last year, 2016, when we had 22 days? We were forecasting 22, we got it, but this year I don't think we have quite that many, but I'll have my final forecast on that on Memorial Day weekend, next weekend. It looks like it's still going to be a pretty high number, and I suspect it may be closer to this 16 to 18, but I haven't come up with the final number yet. We're still examining a few global factors, and we'll have that for you next weekend. In the meantime, May so far now has gone into the plus column as far as the mean temperature goes, thanks to the last 4 days, which are so warm to hot. But, of course, yesterday was slightly below average, and looks like we're going to have some above average to below average days coming up this week, but no hot weather coming up this week at all. As far as the pollen report is concerned, the pollen levels are bordering on high for today, but will be reduced tomorrow somewhat, going into the moderate range as we do get some showers moving in. They'll start to spike up Tuesday afternoon, then go into the low range on Wednesday, as we'll have more substantial rain Wednesday morning, the main allergens being oak, birch, and ash trees. So let's go to the highs for today. It'll be mostly in the near 70 range away from the ocean, and close to the water will be about 60 to 62. So temperatures about the same or a little bit higher in a few spots than they were yesterday. And these will be highs across the nation today. Hottest weather out in the desert southwest and around Phoenix, 98 degrees. And it looks like the hot weather is not coming to New England this week, unlike last weekend when we knew it was going to be coming this weekend. This week it is not going to make it. So the wedge of warm and hot and humid air pressing northeastward, but will be unsuccessful in surging through here this time around. And along that boundary between the air masses, there'll be these showers, and I expect the first episode of rain to happen during tomorrow. The question is, when will rain really begin? That's the tough part of this forecast. I know we're going to see cloudiness from time to time the rest of the day, varying amounts of high and mid-level type cloudiness. Some areas will see more than others. Some areas seeing some sunshine, and some areas seeing cloudy at one moment and then sunny at the next. So there's varying amounts of it, but no rain-producing clouds. Now, you get into tomorrow morning watching the timestamp, and it'll be overcast, and there may be some showers breaking out. Some models suggest that there is going to be enough moistening of the atmosphere, so we will get some rain, but this model says no until later tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, when most of the band of rain will come through here, and that will last into very early on Tuesday morning, and then that'll lift out. This is a bit of a question mark here tomorrow into Tuesday as when that rain is finally going to exit, but we think it's going to be on the wet side for a while, but no real heavy downpour tropical rains, anything like that. Probably about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch. That should do it out of this first episode of rain. The one on Wednesday will be more productive. That will contain some heavier downpours in places. So today's highs near 70 farther inland, closer to 60 or just a bit above along the coast. And then for tonight's lows, much milder than last night when many readings were down in the upper 30s to middle 40s. Tonight it's going to be mostly in the upper 40s to near or slightly over 50. And then tomorrow's highs, mostly in the mid to, in some cases, upper 50s, maybe 57 should do it. So we're in for some rain, but it looks like it'll be gone by the time we get to the Red Sox when they're back in town, and they have a series coming up. The first series is a 3-game set with the Rangers starting on Tuesday night. In their evening games, the first pitch at 7:10 on all 3 of these nights starting on Tuesday should be about 67 with light wind and dry conditions. On Wednesday, it may still be misty and certainly damp, and maybe still be misty, but no heavy rain, about 56 with a light northeast breeze, and still light wind on Thursday. So not much wind all 3 of those nights, and there might be a couple of showers around here on Thursday. So here's the deal. We got these jet streams sort of changing across the northern United States in the mid-latitudes, and once this jet stream dives in here, it could be wetter the second half of the week with our episodes of rain. And that may be a changeable weather next weekend, too. Hopefully, we'll have part of Memorial Day weekend on the good side, but we're bound to get some showers at some point during the weekend, and it's not going to be sunny straight through. So there's your forecast of the next 7 days, starting with the 70 today, except 60 at the coast, with varying amounts of high clouds and sunshine through it. A few episodes of rain tomorrow, but no washout. And then after a damp start, it becomes partly sunny Tuesday. We get heavier rain Wednesday and more showers likely on Friday. You can watch WBZ News tonight at 6:30 and 11 o'clock. Also on 8 o'clock on My TV 38 for the latest news and weather updates.